Hello guys, welcome to this new lecture. So in this lecture we will going to learn how to create multi-select dropdown in dynamic search using Laravel framework. So I have example for you guys. This is the live example. This is the what I will create in this lecture. So we have the countries, we have states or cities, whatever you call. So we have list of countries. When I click one of the countries, it will fetch all of the states belong to that country. And the next tab, so you can see these are the cities of Afghanistan. And when I click Pakistan, it will show me some states of Pakistan, same as other. So you can see, so these are the multi drop down. It is dynamically, so without refreshing the page, we are going to get the states of India or any other countries. So you can see we have a list of states belongs to this country, and when I click the search button, it will fetch the data belongs to these states. I mean, it will fetch all the companies that is in Kabul city. uh, so you can see when I press the search button, so these are the companies, or these are the is the data which is belongs to Kabul city or this state, same as others, uh, as you can see. And on send, I think. So when I click search, I will go and fetch these two companies which is belong to this state. So this is what I will create in this lecture. So let's go and start. We have some steps to create this multi-select drop down. So the first thing, we will create a view and also create the route for the view, and after that we will create controllers, and we will create models, we will create migration, and we will create a relationship between those tables. So let's go and create. So the first thing will be the database. So let me configure my database. So the database name will be blockdb, and the username will be root and no password. So let's go and create this database. Blockdb. Okay, create. So the database is created successfully, and after that, let me create the view. So I have master layout here. So this contains some links and some URLs. So I have links of this is just for design purpose. I have links for bootstrap, for fontawism, and also the scripts, so which is important, uh, jQuery and customized.js. So it's also jQuery. So this is the links, and I have yield for my content, so the content will be shown here, and the scripts will be right in here. So let's go and create my index page. So the first thing will be extends the master layout at master, and let me create a section for content, and the section. So let me create a panel here, panel primary, okay, and panel heading, panel, sorry, okay. So the panel heading will be h2 tag class of text center, and anything. So after that, let me create the panel body, and here I will create the column MD3 maybe, yeah. So create a select tag, class will be firm control, and name will be country, id will be country. Okay, and option which will be just for viewing purpose. So selected will be false because we don't want to select this one. um, okay, I think it's enough. Let me create another div column, md maybe 6. Okay, select tag for states, so this will also form control, and name will be states, or state id will be state. So let me add an option tag here also, and this will be states, and also selected will be false. Okay, so after this, let me create a button, search button, div column md not 6 3 maybe, good. Okay, button class will be button primary, and type will be submit, and also id will be search, and name, so we don't need name, but let me add, and also let me round it this, and I will write search, and let me add a icon for search button, class FAF search. Okay, I think that's enough. Style is enough. So for viewing, we need to start our server. So PHP artisan serve, and let's go and refresh the page. Yeah, we don't have route, so let me create a route for that. Sorry.php. Okay, here we need a route for loading this page. So let me add a closure for now, because we don't have any controller, and I will return the page, or return the view here. Okay, so as you can see, okay, let me add an inline style sheet here for color white. It will look good. Okay, we have country and we have state, and also a button. So now let's go create some models. PHP artisan make model, so you need to make 3 models, company, uh, so don't have a table, company and states, and also country. So let's go and create these models. Make model, the first one will be country, and /m for migration, and also PHP artisan make model for state /m also, and also PHP artisan make model for company /m. So we successfully created these 3 models. So let's go and create some migration. So we have table for country, or migration for countries. So let me add some columns here. So country will have only name, I think that's enough, and the states will have some, okay, name, and also the id from country table. So this will be country id. This is just for relation purpose. So I think it's enough. Let's go and create the company table. So it may have name, and also it may have email, sorry, and also address, and also integer for state ID. So we will have relationship between state and company, and also we have phone number. Maybe also can also integer. So I think we created the columns, or so it's successfully created. So let's go and create a relationship between those tables using it as models. So in the state table, I have to create function of country, because let me first write this belongs to app slash country. It means each of these states belongs to one of the countries. State belong to countries. Return this means it will point to the state class. So the state belongs to countries. And also let me create another function, or we will create this later. So we should also create another function. It is one-to-many relationship, so we created it is the one, and the many section will be created here. So public function states, it is plural, because sorry, it's not a country model. Here is a country model. So function states, because each country have many states, so we can write return this has many app state. So this is the model name, and what does it mean? It means this country has many states or many cities. And we should also create or create a relationship between states and companies. So let's go and create another function, public function state, and return this belongs to app slash state. What does it mean? It means the company belongs to states. So each of the companies belongs to one of the states. I mean, okay, let's go and also create the company's function here and state model. So companies, it is plural because some of the companies or collection or many of the companies will belongs to one of the states. So return this has many app company. What does it mean? It means each of the companies belongs to belongs to state, one of the state, or we can say uh, this state has many companies. So this is the concept behind these relationship or models. So everything is finished, so let's go and migrate these changes. PHP artisan migrate. So we have user model here. For now we don't need this. Let me remove also the migrations. So migrated successfully. So let's go and see the block DB. So you can see we have companies, countries, and states tables. Also migration with users. So this is because of the first migration. So we have tables. So let me add some data into these tables. So I have added some datas and countries and also and states, as you can see. Okay, after this we need to, so let me create a controller, because of we need after this we need to fetch and search data. So in that case we need a controller. So let me create a controller, make controller. So the controller name will be main controller. Okay, controller created successfully. Let me see. We can see we have main controller here. So let me create a function index, and here we will return a view of index, and let me remove the web.php this route, and I will create another route, because now we have controller, main controller, and the function name will be, so we have already created this function, and index. Okay, so I think it's finished. So let's go throw some scripts in my index page, because now we need to request to the controller and fetch the data or search the data. So for that I have already created some scripts for my ajax or for my jQuery request, and also for search. So I will copy paste that, because if I create them, or if I write them all, it will get some time. That's why I created before. So I will explain that line by line. So let's go and copy these all code scripts, and let me create a section for scripts, because we have already yelled for this section, and my master layout, as you can see, and here. Okay, and section, I will paste this. So what it will do, simple. So this is the jQuery function. It means whenever the country field or the select box, whenever it changes, whenever we press the tab, do these following things. We will get the value of the country, mean. Let me show you. Mean whatever exists there, get that, and if there is a country ID or if there is something in country field, go and create the URL. It is the URL we will create that right now, and this is the ID, or this is the something, or this is the ID of the data. For example, if we have Afghanistan here, the ID of Afghanistan will be stored in country ID. So we're going to pass this ID through this URL, and the type method, the method will be get. The methods same like you are using in forms, and the data type will be the JSON. We will return the data using JSON. So if the function access mean if there is a data, show that data, and the state select box, or the state select, I mean here after this create option and show that data here. Okay, we will just show the key and value. We will fetch these two in controller, you will see later. So append mean just show that in the in this select box. After that, and also remove lost selected items. Whenever function access, remove the selected states. And also if there is no country ID, if there is no selected selected data, then just empty the states field. So let's go and create this route and function in our main controller. So go to the web dot main route. So let me create the route using that name, get states, and we will pass ID. So this is for ID, and the controller name, also function name. We are going to create this in our model, and the name will be get state. Let's go to the main controller. So let me create that function here. Public function get states, and we're going to pass an ID, and this function will have parameter because we are passing the ID to this function. So states will be equal to state where the country ID is equal to this ID. So we are searching in states table where we are passing this country ID. So get me the data where the country ID is equal to whatever we are passing. So and from them just plug or get the name and ID field or columns. So this is just a column names, and return this data in JSON encode format. Okay, so let me also add the app state, because without this it won't work. So let's go and check. Okay, PHP Artisan, let me start this. No countries. Oh, sorry. We didn't pass the countries to our index. So let me pass the countries, country all, and also use that, and go to the index page, index.blad, and after this option I will create a for each for country as C country. It's anything you can give it, and here we need to declare an option tag, and here we will go in the value attribute, we will pass the country ID. So country ID, and here we will pass the country name. Oops. Okay, let's refresh and see undefined variable country y. Let me see this variable. Oops, I need to pass this. Okay, now let's go and refresh. So now you can see we have list of countries. So when I click this, we have already created function for states. So these scripts will fetch the states of each countries and state field. So now it worked. So that last thing we will do is to create a search pattern and fetch the data related to this state. For that we have little scripts. So let me write some script for search pattern. So we have an ID of search. So when we click on, so we'll add the click button. We will add a function here. So whenever we clicked, we will declare the length variable to get the value of the state. Get element element by ID state dot value, and also go to define ajax request. So here we will pass the URL, which is window.location. So this will just create an href, or we can see route. It will pass the URL. So href get data. So this is the route name. We will create the route for this, and also we need to pass a link, mean the value of the state. Maybe it contain 1 or 2 or 3, anything that ID of this state. I mean these ones. So let me pass that link. Okay, I think it's enough. Okay, we got the value of the state option here. Whenever it contains, I mean this one, let me show in the real. We're going to get the ID of the Kabul. So we're going to get these IDs. For now, if I select the logger, it will get the data. It will get the ID 3 here in this scripts. This one, and it will pass that ID through this route. This route we're going to create right now. So route get. So what was the name? Get data. Okay, and also we need to pass ID. Main controller will be the controller to get data, and also name will be the get data. So let's go on to main controller and create this function. Public function get data. We have to pass an parameter. So data will be equal to company. So company is the model from where we will get the data, where the state is equal to this ID or this ID. we will get the companies and where the state is equal to these IDs, one of these. Let's go to companies table. You can see we have state ID as a 66 is 1111. So it will get the data same to state ID. So let's go and fetch the data where the state ID is equal to ID, and also we will add a function method get. So we will return a view after this data view. This is the view we will create that right now. So we'll compact this data or pass this data into this view. So let me create that view here. Data view.play.php. I will also extend layout.master and also add a section for content in the section. Okay, now let me create a panel for panel primary and also panel heading. Let me add icon of info. Okay, and after that we need to, this is just for design purpose, if we don't write no matter. So panel body, so let me create a table for data to weave data in that table. So the class will be from the bootstrap table bordered, and table, okay, the headers will be name and also email and also address and also state. I think it's enough. Okay, the body will be so we need to have a for each, we need to write a for each here because we pass the data from here to data view, so we need to for each that data as a dt or anything you want, and also end the for each. So okay, let me add a tr, and here I will fetch each of the columns. So from dt, the first thing is name, and I will fetch the name, and the td and also dt, same like others, just add a column names. So we have address, and we have dt state name. So we have relationship between state and company model. So using the company we can get the name of the state. So I think it's enough. Let me refresh the page. So let's go and see is it working or not. Hope to work. So when I click the search button, nothing will happen. Why? So let me see scripts. Okay, we have mistake in location. So now let's go and refresh. I hope it will work. So press the tab and press the log search. Class app HTTP controls company not found. That is why, because we didn't use the company here. So let's go and refresh and inspect it in for each and view.play data view. So we need to close n for each before closing the tr tag, and also have spelling mistake in here. So now you can see we have data related to cobble state, so same as another country of sand. So when we click, it will fetch the data related to this ID or this state. So this is the ID of this state. So you can create slugs for this state using that slugs. You can fetch the data. This was the things I want to teach you in this lecture. Hope you got some things from this lecture, and we will see you in the next lecture, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos. So bye for now.